Yo guys, how are you? It's your boy Halligan Breach, and thanks for stopping by another episode of Firefighter Gaming. Now before we get into it today, I just want to go over some of the new stuff that's been happening. I have got some new channel art for you guys, I hope you enjoy it. I've also customized my channel layout for you guys. And last but not least, I've been awarded a fan support feature by YouTube which allows you guys to support my channel monetarily if you so choose. So, without further delay, let's breach and get into it. Alrighty guys, so we did pretty well with our uplink strategies and tactics, and if you haven't seen that yet, I will leave a link in the description for you guys to go check that out. Now, do you want to win more domination matches? Well, that's what it's all about today. Now, I am pretty good at domination, but I called in a few tips from the domination master, Bernard85. We've collaborated to bring you guys an over-the-top domination strategies and tactics today. The first thing I want to talk about is your classes, and it is going to depend on what role you fulfill within the game as to what classes you want to run. Now, even though this is an objective-based game mode, I feel like it's more closely played like TDM. But despite that, you're still going to have two roles to fill: Slayers and Defensemen. Now keep in mind, these are recommended items for your classes and not setup guides. So you Slayers, assault rifles and submachine guns. And I would recommend you guys run quick draw, stock, rapid fire, long barrel, and a sight if you absolutely need one. But if you're proficient with the iron sights, I would leave that slot open for something else to be put onto your class. As far as your secondaries go, I would personally recommend not running one, but if you're going to, I'd recommend a pistol or a knife, something you're proficient with. As far as your lethals and tacticals go, a smoke grenade, trophy system, thermites are all pretty good. I would recommend running smoke and trophy in a combination. That gives you excellent coverage when you're going to capture your objectives. As far as your perks, I would recommend Flak Jacket, Fast Hands or Scavenger, Awareness, and or Tac Mask. Now you defensive guys, I would recommend Assault Rifle, Submachine Guns, or Light Machine Guns for you guys, with Quick Draw, Stock, Grip, Rapid Fire, Long Barrel, and a sight if you need it. Unless you're running the heavier weapons like the Assault Rifles or the Light Machine Guns, I would definitely recommend putting a sight on those because it will allow you to get better accuracy at longer ranges to help you guys cover your B flag and your Slayers that are out there capping that B flag. As far as your secondaries go, I'd recommend an XM53 or a Black Cell to help you guys take out them score streaks and even defend your flags if you're running the XM53. Now, as far as your lethals and tacticals go, I would definitely recommend C4, Thermite, Trip Mines, something like that. As far as your perks go, Blind Eye or Sixth Sense, Ante Up, Fast Hands, Awareness, and or Engineer. And the only reason I say Ante Up is because you guys aren't going to be in a fray as much, racking up as many points, so Ante Up is going to help you obtain your score streak goals. Now, specialists for you guys, Slayers. Any specialist weapon you're proficient with, Spectre, Active Camo, Reaper Psychosis, things like that, I would highly recommend for you guys. Firebreak Purifier with smoke is extremely devastating for domination. I've had a lot of luck with it and racked up a lot of points with it. Defensive guys, again, any specialist weapon you guys are proficient with, the Outrider Vision Pulse, Firebreak Heatwave, that's all good for you guys. Now, the first point I really want to make in this is map control. Now, you guys know if you watch any of Exclusive Ace's stuff, he says it a lot. Why? Because it is that important. Now, map control, in my opinion, is gained or lost in the first 30 seconds of a round. So designate, before you guys go into matches, 2 to 4 people that will skip the spawn flag and go straight for the B flag. Whoever takes the spawn flag will then either provide a distant cover on B or hit the flanks so you guys don't get outflanked. Once B is captured, you Slayers, I would recommend taking up a power position between your spawn and the B flag for quick access to both flags. And remember, if you hold both flags, the other team has to come to you, which brings me to my next point. Guys, play to your strength, but again, be versatile. If you're playing another team that's good, don't overextend and push the spawn. And be aware of your flanks. Communicate with your teammates. Use your callouts, just like we talked about in our first episode. Now, if you're playing a bunch of randoms and they're pushovers, then by all means, go rack up them points. Just remember to keep control over the B flag at all times. There are exceptions to this. For example, hunted. It seems to me the A and C tend to be a little easier to hold down than A and B or C and B in my experience. Now guys, make sure you have kill streak awareness. Make sure you're taking out your opponent's kill streaks, and make sure you're putting yours out at a time where you're going to get full effectiveness. Something that's going to be able to be used before the end of a round. Unless, of course, it's the second round and the game's going to end anyway, then, you know, whatever, put it out there. So, be aware of your times. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, Halligan, what if we don't pop off and gain map control? Or what if the other team takes map control from us? How can we get it back? Well, this is where communication and a tactically sound two-part strategy that I like to call bait and switch comes into play. Quickly, when this happens, decide on two guys. I'd recommend a defensive and a slayer to outflank the enemy team and hit their spawn flag. Patience be needed by the other two slayers while the two bait guys make their way around to the other team's spawn flag. That's when you're going to spring the switch. When the enemy team sees their spawn flag is being capped, most teams tend to panic slightly, and it'll cause them to withdraw most or all of their guys that are overwatching on B and keeping map control over you guys. That's going to allow your two other slayers to jump out there and get B, and once you start capping that, you're going to start dividing the enemy team up even more, which is going to further your advantage. Now once you have map control back, just revert back to the other tactics that we've already covered, and it will aid you greatly.
Securing Alpha.
Guys, I sincerely hope you enjoyed today's gameplay, and I sincerely hope that today's strategies and tactics help your team improve and win more games. Until next time, guys, be safe, have fun. Halligan Breach, over and out.
There are a lot of voices out there, but threat neutralized. I like it. Come on.
In another age, he would have been a crooner with a big band. Today, he is rock music's foremost vocal stylist.
The struggle is a part of the artist's path of heart. Game changing the way I play my part. Say the start is now as the usual. Raw with the audio visual. Soon to find the new design. To find the tune to bloom the mind. I'm brewing pure moonshine. While these serpentine superstars are serving up turpentine. Keep my rhymes on high and my bass low. Someone's got the credit, come and better say so. Pies taking care of my share from the get-go. Drop top, wind in my hair, let's go. Homeward bound, I'll show you how I